In the heart of the ancient town, where time seemed to stand still and whispers of the past lingered in the air like a haunting melody, there stood the imposing silhouette of Brackenwood Manor. Its weathered facade bore the scars of centuries past, and its shadowy halls held secrets that even the bravest souls dared not uncover. Eliza, a young woman with an insatiable curiosity for the unknown, had long been drawn to the mysteries shrouding the old mansion. Tales of sorrowful spirits and restless ghosts had piqued her interest, and tonight, she was determined to unravel the truth behind the legends. Gathering a group of fellow thrill-seekers, Eliza embarked on a journey into the depths of the manor, each step echoing through the empty corridors like a whispered secret. The air was thick with anticipation, and a sense of unease settled over the group as they ventured further into the darkness. The interior of the manor was a labyrinth of forgotten memories and faded grandeur. Dust-covered portraits lined the walls, their once vibrant colors now muted by time, and cobwebs hung like delicate veils, obscuring the passage of years. Yet, despite its decrepit state, there was an undeniable sense of grandeur to the old mansion, a reminder of a bygone era when it had stood proud and resplendent in the sunlight. As they explored the labyrinthine corridors, Eliza and her companions felt as though they were treading on hallowed ground, their every footstep a reverent homage to the past. They wandered through forgotten ballrooms and dilapidated chambers, their imaginations running wild with tales of romance and tragedy that had once unfolded within those walls. But as they delved deeper into the bowels of the manor, they began to sense a shift in the atmosphere, a subtle undercurrent of malevolence that sent shivers down their spines. Shadows seemed to dance in the corners of their vision, and strange whispers echoed through the halls, as if the very walls were alive with the echoes of the past. At last, they came upon a room unlike any they had seen before. Its walls were adorned with faded tapestries depicting scenes of sorrow and despair, and the air was heavy with the scent of decay. In the center of the room stood a grand piano, its keys yellowed with age, and as Eliza approached, she could almost hear the faint strains of a melancholy melody drifting through the air. Suddenly, the room was bathed in an ethereal light, and before their eyes, the shadows coalesced into human form. Figures clad in tattered finery emerged from the darkness, their faces twisted with sorrow and anguish. These were the spirits of Brackenwood Manor, condemned to wander its halls for all eternity, their souls trapped in a never-ending cycle of torment and despair. Eliza and her companions watched in horror as the ghosts drifted silently towards them, their eyes burning with a spectral fire. Panic surged through the group, but there was nowhere to run, nowhere to hide from the relentless advance of the sorrowful shades. In a desperate bid for escape, Eliza seized hold of the nearest tapestry and tore it from the wall, revealing a hidden passageway concealed behind. With their pursuers hot on their heels, the group plunged into the darkness, their hearts pounding with fear as they raced through the winding corridors. At last, they burst out into the cool night air, gasping for breath as they collapsed onto the dew-drenched grass. Behind them, the manor loomed like a dark specter against the moonlit sky, its secrets still shrouded in mystery. As they made their way back to the safety of the town, Eliza and her companions knew that they had come face to face with forces beyond their understanding, and that the shadows of sorrow that lurked within Brackenwood Manor would haunt their dreams for many nights to come. But though they may have escaped with their lives, they could never truly escape the chilling realization that some secrets are better left undisturbed, and that the past has a way of asserting its hold on the present, no matter how hard we may try to forget. As the days turned into weeks and the weeks into months, the memory of their harrowing encounter began to fade, but the shadows of sorrow that had taken root in their souls remained. They tried to move on with their lives, to forget the horrors they had witnessed, but the spectre of Brackenwood Manor loomed over them like a dark cloud, constant reminder of the darkness that lurked just beyond the edge of their reality. And so, they lived their lives in the shadow of that ancient mansion, forever haunted by the memories of what they had seen and the knowledge that some mysteries are better left unsolved. For in the end, it is not the answers we seek that define us, but the journey we take in search of them, and the shadows that we carry with us along the way. The small town was shrouded in silence. Only the occasional rustle of the wind could be heard. However, recently the peace of the town had been disturbed by strange occurrences. People claimed to hear peculiar sounds around their homes at night. No one could find the source of these sounds, but fear gripped the townsfolk. Sarah, a young and courageous woman of the town, decided to unravel this mystery. At night, as she walked the quiet streets, she began to trace the origins of the strange noises. One night, in the abandoned garden of a house, she encountered a strange glow. Curiously, she approached and discovered an old chest buried in the ground. Upon opening the chest, she found a book adorned with peculiar symbols. As she examined the book, an eerie feeling washed over her. Suddenly, a dark mist enveloped her, and she began to hear strange noises. Before she knew it, she found herself trapped in a labyrinth of darkness. Lost in the labyrinth, Sarah felt a sense of panic. Strange figures appeared at every corner, slowly advancing towards her. She began to run in terror, but the end of the labyrinth seemed unreachable. Suddenly, a flash of light illuminated a room at the center of the labyrinth. The room was surrounded by walls covered in strange symbols, with an old chest placed in the middle. As Sarah opened the chest, she found another book inside. As she examined the book, she realized it was filled with dark secrets from the town's past. However, as soon as she closed the book, a dark mist surrounded her once again, and she found herself lost in the labyrinth. Since that day, Sarah was never heard from again. The townsfolk believed she had disappeared, and ever since, they claimed to hear strange noises around their homes. However, the truth remained unknown.